We're going to start with Resolution 1385, and for the record, I'm going to try to go quick because I am on the Education Committee, which is meeting right now as well. So, Resolution 1385 by Council Lady Blaylock and Allen requests the grocery store operators within Davidson County to take effective measures to reduce the use and/or impact of single-use plastic carry-out bags and report the measures being undertaken in this effort and encouraging the use of reusable bags by residents and businesses within Davidson County. I do not see Council Lady Blaylock. How would you like us? I'm sorry. Yes, ma'am. Council Lady Allen.
Thank you. I would ask for your approval.
I'll move the resolution. Do we have a second? We have a second. Any discussion? Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. I just want to say this is kind of the next step in the bill that Councilmember Blaylock introduced that would have banned plastic bags. We've had a number of meetings with the industry, and they've agreed to kind of begin a voluntary program, which we appreciate, and we hope that it will get good results. And if we feel like we can do better, then we may revisit some type of a incentive program. So I'd appreciate your support. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Any further discussion? All right, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? And we recommend approval. Ordinance 1408 by Council Lady Virtue approves a letter from the Metro Mayor to the Deputy Commissioner of TDOT outlining the Metro government's compliance efforts with the American with Disabilities Acts. And you want us to move approval? All right, we move approval. We have a second. Any discussion? Council Lady Johnson.
Thank you, Chair. I would like to hear from maybe the Public Works or whomever where we are on the ADA compliance status.
Okay, you asked you'd like to know where we are on what aspect of it? Okay, we've had a program, ongoing program since 2003. So this request by TDOT, we've actually been doing it for several years, and it's an ongoing process that we work. It was actually an initial agreed order we did with the Justice Department. So we've had an ongoing program for a long time. Almost all of our repairs that we do are with that in mind. There we go.
Can you put in like on the measurement of the 90% compliance, or we need
does anybody
figure?
have any sense for that? We're not at 90%. I can get you that, Councilman.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I don't have a feel for that.
Go ahead.
If it helps the Council Lady, I can provide a little bit more of an explanation of the resolution. The Federal Highway Administration and the Tennessee Department of Transportation have implemented a program where they're asking counties and municipalities to certify and their compliance efforts and to develop transition plans and self-evaluations. As Mr. Sturdivant stated, the metropolitan government entered into a settlement agreement with the Department of Justice in 2003 that stemmed from efforts dating back to 2000, and that agreement was in place for 15 years or through 2015. We continue to follow the same compliance strategies that were found compliant by the Department of Justice when they entered into that agreement with us. But at this point, the more recent initiative by the Federal Highway Administration and TDOT, we're just meeting some deadlines that they have set. I think they're looking for this in entities that receive grant funds from those organizations, just to be able to certify the efforts that they are making to comply with the ADA.
Thank you. Yeah, it would be greatly helpful, what we need to do to meet the requirement where we are as far as, meeting requirement and so forth.
Yeah, right now we just need for our mayor to sign a letter that's approved by this body, and we need to initiate, and we are initiating efforts to update our self-evaluation and transition plan.
Thank you.
Any further discussion? All right, all those in favor say aye. Any opposed? And we recommend approval. On to Resolution 1409 by Councilman Withers and others, amends Ordinance 1177 to authorize Metro government to abandon an additional 80 linear feet of existing 8-inch sanitary sewer main and easement for property located at 701 South 7th Street. And I would move approval. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? And we recommend approval. Resolution 1410 by Councilor Vercher and others approves an intergovernmental agreement between TDOT and Public Works for a general maintenance agreement for Smart Corridor Phase 1, I-24 from I-440 to State Route 10 in Murfreesboro, and from State Route 1 from I-24 to State Route 10 in Murfreesboro, and various connector routes. And I would move approval. Is there any discussion? All those in favor say aye. All those opposed? And we recommend approval. Ordinance 1321 by Councilman Anthony Davis disclaims any interest in the Metro government may have in the Nashville-Gallatin interurban railroad right-of-way. And we have a letter asking for approval, so I would move approval. This abandons the light rail that would have gone down Gallatin Road, is that right? Sorry. All right, any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? And we recommend approval. And that's everything that I've got on the docket. I just want to take a point of personal privilege. This is my last committee meeting as chairman of the committee. I want to thank you all for all of your help. I try to run things smoothly, quickly, but most importantly, fairly, and I try to do everything I could to do that. So I appreciate y'all's help with that, and happy to serve under the next chair. I know who he or she is, but I'm going to let that person, the vice mayor, make that announcement. So I appreciate all of you, and I look forward to still serving on the committee. Without any further business, we stand adjourned.